So basically how I learned was that I took the tutorials from Coda, and also another one is Ray Wender Lich. And basically we did a lot of tutorials. I reused a lot of the code that they did as well, because basically I found that there's a certain syntax in the way that they use their codes, which probably is some good practice to learn from as well. I use Stack Overflow a lot. Basically, sometimes some of the tutorials, if you have gone through them, they're actually not 100% correct. So there's actually some bugs, and you actually have to debug the tutorials as well. And some of the tutorials on the old ones, I think, weren't on Xcode 4.2. They're on the older Xcode, so some of the things were deprecated and stuff. So yeah, you actually have to search online and then look at the comments, and that's how I also learned a lot, because a lot of people actually have the same problems. So yeah, I did just use Stack Overflow. I went googling a lot on different pages, but basically that's one of the main ones that I used. So what I also did was that I used Evernote, but actually you can use anything that makes sense for you. What I did that I really like about Evernote is that you can click a lot of things that you read online, and you can actually track your progress. So basically, Evernote has this thing, when you see an article online, you can use this thing called Evernote Clearly, so that gets rid of all the advertisement and all the unrelated stuff. And then I clicked it to a notebook, and that way I actually track my progress, because basically, like you can see, oh, these are the other tutorials that you read before that, so next time when I'm going back, I can actually see, and just in case this website goes down. But if Evernote goes down, then I'm dead. Then, yeah. So I also use a lot of images. So I used to use a lot of screenshots, basically. I learned from a lot of the mistakes. So when I was doing a lot of tutorials, what I found was that, like, oh, I did silly things that I put one set of code before the other, and I didn't realize that that actually does affect things. So I also basically screenshot a lot of stuff, and then I took notes, this is what I did wrongly. Then, like, to make myself feel very happy, like, oh, I created my first press button, that sort of thing. So I actually did a screenshot. So that actually helps me to think of small wins to motivate myself along the way as well. So I mean, that's how I work myself in that sense. So that keeps me happy. Then I also found very useful as a help. So I took part in one of the Google Hangouts that formed it with Steve and Brian, the Facebook as well. So sometimes you try to look for help online, then I find that if I really cannot find it, or if I have a certain unique problem, I don't know how to search for it because you don't know what you're supposed to say, then I will ask Pong, and of course during the meetup sessions as well, we try to do that. So yeah, so in quick summary, I mean, these are some of the resources that I use, which I think might be useful to you all as well. So yeah, I use Coda. Ray Wender Lich is another one that I really found quite useful. I tried to look a little bit at UI. So one of it that we covered in some other classes was patterns. So it's good to see, because they have a lot of good apps already. They took a lot of the screenshots, so you can look at it for inspiration. And sometimes now that you know a little bit of the back end, you kind of realize why people do things a certain way. And yeah, so I also use the Xcode documentation. I mean, obviously, the tutorials only teach you to a certain extent, but if you look at the Xcode as well, it's quite useful. Then I had one thing that I encountered actually just a couple of days ago, which was that my Mac actually died on me. That was actually a very, very painful lesson that I would have almost learned, but luckily I managed to put it out in safe mode and it worked. But yeah, I mean, obviously I should be backing up my code also online. So obviously, yeah, you need to look at certain things. And one thing that I also did, which I tried to do, which was because I tried to do a web backend. Later when I share my app, I'll show you why I need to do a bit of a backend things, because I'm storing images and creating accounts. So yeah, Pass is the one that I chose. There's Azure and a few others as well available. So yeah, that was one backend that I found that I had to learn along the way as well. So yeah, basically this is like a quick summary of my process over 30 days. But if you look at my actual Evernote, it's actually a lot more stuff than that. So it has, yeah, basically all the tutorials, certain notes, stuff that I picked up online and clicked as well. So yeah. So basically this is my app. It's basically a mishmash of what people have So I picked this name because I couldn't think of any other name. so essentially this is how it looks like. I did a little very simple splash screen, which you can see it is, it's basically just this thing. That's just the splash screen. So I found that actually a lot of splash screens were not very fancy, they're actually very simple. So if you're going for the more minimalist look, I think it's quite nice. But it's a case of personal preference. So I did a login screen because there are different users, although maybe I can try this mic so next time. So let's say, this is the login. You can also sign up. I actually created a sign up, and this is all done with the password as well. And then you can say, login. And so these are some of the images that I've already uploaded as a test. So this is the first image, second, third. So basically it's very, very simple. I'm still trying to work around it because some of the things are not as straightforward as I realized. So basically I say a picture, and I learned from Hong how to do it as well. So let's say you're selecting a picture, so it saves a snapshot, a small version of the picture. You can write stuff like, oh, nice flowers. So basically it's just a description. And in the background as well, it's tagged to your name, and as well as the time, your username essentially. So when you click upload, so you can see it's uploading here. So it actually uploads. So it basically becomes part of a feed. Yeah. So what are some of the challenges I found? I have a problem with this logout button actually. It actually doesn't always work. So that's one thing I'm trying to fix. And then another thing also that I did find was that originally when I was trying to do this app, it's the same issue with the keyboards also. So I cheated a bit. Because actually when I asked Steve for help earlier this week, I think it was last Sunday, he was saying actually I should put it in the UI scroll view so that actually when you're keying in things, you can actually scroll when you're writing a longer thing. But I haven't done it yet actually. I haven't done a full integration. So I actually cheated. I pushed the thing up so the keyboard can go up and it doesn't cover the thing. But I mean in the long run, obviously that's not the way it should be done. I should actually put a UI scroll view. But yeah, some of the things that you do, you just get around with a quick work around. So and another thing that I also did find was that when you flip between screens, it always goes in one direction. So that's something that I also want to change. Like let's say you click back, right? Instead of the screen going, you get what I mean? It now goes from, I wanted to go the other way instead. So that's something that I haven't figured out yet. So when I click back, I actually wanted to flow in the opposite direction. It's more intuitive. I find that some of the better apps or most of those apps, our app stores have all these, but I haven't done it yet as well. So in terms of the code, I think the one that I had a bit of challenge as well was actually the storyboard is quite simple. So it's actually quite simple. It's actually a couple of screens only. You have the login view. If you don't log in, you don't have an account, then there's a sign up screen. There's a sign up screen, which is here. This is the sign up screen. And then that's the feed of the wall. This one, which I use the UI scroll view. And then this is the image upload screen as well. So this is something like this UI image view, right? I do want to add a border to it in the long run. So I haven't done it yet. So it's a little bit faint if you actually look at the actual app. So again, in terms of usability, it's not so good. So the one that I had to learn was also how to put in the back end, the pass side. So so a lot of this actually, honestly speaking, I don't really know the full explanation behind it. I just copy and paste it because the pass handle is actually, the pass guide is actually very helpful. They basically give you the SDK and they tell you paste this and paste that there. But so it's actually quite idiot proof because if I can do it, I think everyone can do it also. So it's quite simple because they actually literally tell you where to cut and paste information as well. But I think the main challenge, when I when you first plan your app, right, you have a lot of very big ambition. Like, oh, I was thinking of, oh, I want to put the camera option, so I can take a camera, like use the camera, take a photo with you. Then I realized actually it's a lot of work, sort of thing. So when you're having a very tight time frame, especially like 30 days, you need to prioritize, which is what you want to do. And for me, at least, the priority was to get a working app, even though it may be a basic app at this point in time, and then slowly start adding additional features to it. So yeah, that was my main thing. Like, if you are someone who works for small wins and don't start too ambitiously, then you can actually work your way, and then you feel a sense of achievement. Because if you try to do too much at the beginning, then you sort of feel very demoralized at the end, and you kind of get anything done. So I would say that it's simple enough, but at least I feel like, oh, I've done something. And then in terms of the coding and all that, I benefited a lot from just doing and copying and pasting. And a lot of it's the debugging, and half the time you find out it's because you never put a semicolon here yet. So in that sense, I mean, it helps you get some encouragement. And I think doing the tutorials and all that, it gives me some inspiration as well in terms of like, oh, how should an app look like? What is an app that's intuitive, it has some UI and UX background to it? How does it look like as well? So yeah, that's my app. Okay, so yeah, maybe I should try the login.
So how do we going to use your app?
So actually, this app, when I first started the app, I was thinking like, how can it be actually used? So basically, it's like it can be a sharing app in some ways, because you can use it among a group of people.
Two people, right? Like log by, right?
Actually, now I realized once I added the login, right? At first I never even thought about the whole login aspect until I actually started looking into tasks. Then I realized, oh yeah, then you need login. But then if you have login, you can more than 2 people actually. Yeah. So I haven't really thought too much, like whether is it just 2 people, or is it a group, or is it a small group, or is it going to be an Instagram, or is it going to be more like a pair between something. So I haven't really thought so much, but it's more just to share memories, and the social aspect for me is the secondary part. For me, it's still more personal, like just to remember it, or if I want to share it with a few people, but it's not like a social networking type of
Awesome. Yeah, I think you can create a new log by.
No.